Hello everyone, it's NGABI. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where I'm talking about development and how we are going to talk about VBNet and MySQL connection. We are going to see during this tutorial how we are going to connect MySQL and Visual Basic.net. This is not so complicated, it's so easy if you follow this tutorial from beginning to the end, and if you download some prerequisites and some libraries that we are going to use. Before starting, I'm going to create one database and some tables in which we are going to connect our VBNet application, and we are going to see how to make some CRUD, how we are going to insert, how we are going to delete, and how we are going to make some updates on our table using Visual Basic.net and MySQL connection. So before starting, I'm going to ask you to download this file, which is MySQL connector, which is going to help us to make a connection between our VBNet application and MySQL database. So we are going to open this link. You can use either Internet Explorer or Firefox, Google Chrome, or anything you want. And after finishing this, we are going to have this file. Once you install this file, it is going to create one DLL. My DLL, this is my project. My project is just patient, and I'm going, after downloading this file, we are going to have one file which is called Mysql.Data.dll. Without this file, you cannot connect MySQL and Visual Basic.net. So this file is so important. So before starting anything, we are going first to start by this. We are going to start by download this file. This is the link that I've given to you. This is the link. So I'm going to use Visual Basic 2012. 2012, and this is my Visual Basic. So you can create a project. You go to nouveau projet. You are going to give the name for your project. For example, for this project, the name of the project is just patient. I'm going to choose for application Windows Phone, and I'm going to continue. This is just patient, and I've created some forms. This is okay. This is a project that I've done for university. It was what we can call a homework. So the title of the application is Gestion des patients subventionnés, cas de l'hôpital de référence de Quintambour. Yes. And after OK, we are going to use login. This is login. This is member. And here we have new patient, new user, where we can add a new user to our database. And the last form is where we are going to list using a data grid view, where we are going to list all of our patients. So the use of this application is to register patients. Someone will come to the hospital, we are going to register him, and we are going to make some crude operation on this new patient. We can add a new patient. This is the company, the name, the last name, the first name, last name, the address, the phone number, and the problem. So after this, we can create it. I'm going to show you how we can create a new form. You are going to go to new, and add, ajouter. Sorry, I'm going to add a new thing, not nouveau projet. Okay, nouveau projet, not here. Right, to projet and ajouter un formulaire Windows. Once you click on this, it's going to ask you the number. You are going to give the name of the form, and you are going to continue. Okay, after this, I'm going to create my database. I'm using MySQL. Then my database is just patient. I've got 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 tables. In application, I've got the version of the application, the name of the application, the version, the year, and the university. University is ESP Gombe July 2015. The company, those are the company that which is going to be shown our combo box, and the connection is the name of users. I've got admin, I've got Rebecca Kitita, I've got Dorcas Muzingo, and I can add anyone you want. For example, I can add test 01 and test 01, and after this I can say apply. I'm going to apply in, and it is going to be inserted. So next time I can get connected with this user, and the patient, the name of my patient that I've registered, they are there. No, no, Mulunda test 0103, Samini test 0101. This is the address, the telephone number, the company, the problem. This is the problem. Okay. After this, I'm going to back to my login screen. My login screen is like this. Let me show you how it is going to go. Okay, I'm going to run it. Okay, it is loading, connecting to database, loading images, and after loading images, again going to create users and finalizing services. And once it is done, it is going to ask me the username and the password. So this is not what I wanted to show you. I wanted just to show you how we are going to access the first form of our application. So there, I've got an image, a picture box. I've got here a progress bar, and I've got the label. I can just change those values. Let me access this. Let me access this. I'm going to double click here. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using a progress bar. The maximum value is 100, and I've put some code here so that once the progress bar access the maximum, sorry, it is going to to write completed. So I got progress bar value 1. I can increment by 1 anytime, each time. So if the value is less than 25, I'm going to show the label text connecting to database. If it is prior to 25 and less than 50, I'm going to show loading image. After this, I can show creating use and finalizing services. So I can add the progress bar string with a percentage value. Okay, after this I'm going to go to login. So the same thing I'm going to do here. Before connecting to database, which you should first import MySQL data, MySQL client. Without this, you cannot access to the database. So before calling this import, one should first add Mysql.Data.dll to its project. And how we are going to add this to our project? You're going to click on project. You go to properties. After properties, you're going to, by default, you are going to be in application. You go to references and you say ajouter. You click by the reference, and you are going to go to the folder where you have downloaded or you have extract your DLL file. But as an advice, what I can tell you that you should put your DLL, MySQL DLL in the same project. So for my project, you can see that I've put it in the same, in the debug folder of my project. So this is my MySQL.Data.dll. After this, I'm going there. I've already done it for you. After this, everything is okay. I'm going to log in, and I'm going to declare some variables. I'm going to declare a connection, which is going my MySQL connection object, MySQL command, which is going to help me to send command, MySQL adapter for getting data. I'm going to use also a data set for displaying data. I'm going to a data table, and I'm going to use a data row, which is going to help me to access row. I'm going to have row name, the number of the row, the integer, and the connection string. Command debit to help me to send my SQL command. Okay, I've created for this a function database connect, which is going to have as parameter server or the IP address, user, the user of MySQL, the password, and the name of the database. For connection string, it is going to be like this. Connection string is got server, put the server here, and database, the name of the database, user ID, the user, password, the password. And I'm going to call my connection string. Connection equal new MySQL connection, connection string, connection open. I'm going to call open my connection string here. I'm going to select all data which is inside my TB underscore connection. I'm going to send the SQL, and I'm going to fill the data adapter with my SQL, and this is my connection string. So the better way to do would be, for example, to create a module or something like that, so that you can call it in any of your class or any of your form. But here I'm going to call this method in each of my how can I say, each of my form. Okay, this is the login, and after this I'm going to show you how to find to get log. For example, here I'm going to select username from TB connection, where username, you got the username you are going to enter and the password. If I read the this SQL command written in something, I'm going to put the status true. If the status is equal true, it means that this user is registered, or he has given a good username and good password. Okay, for this I'm going to use button click. If login, text box 1, text box 1 is the username, text box 2 is the password. If anything is okay, so if this returns true, I'm going to show a message box identifiant accepté, otherwise I'm going to say connection impossible. Voila, this is how we can get log. Okay, cool. After this I'm going to show you patient. It's the same thing, but here instead of using select, I'm going to use insert. I'm going to say insert into patient name, prenom, address, telephone number, company, problem, and I'm going to give parameters that user have clicked. But before registering all of this, I should first give I should first be sure that all those data are not equal to null or are not empty. Okay, that is how I can use an insert. You can see this is insert code, and after this I'm going to show you patient where I can see here the number of patients I can update or I can delete. Let me see, modify. Okay, this is it. Update patient. This is identifier that I'm going to have once I click on the data grid. And this is the number of patients. I'm going to select count as number from table patient. This is how to get the number of them. This is how to update table patient, set no equal, prenom equal, address, telephone number, company, as you can use it at SQL, as you can see like this, where id patient equal id path. Okay, that's it. Once you finish, and it's okay. It's okay, and I can see delete. This is how to fit data grid. Let me run now, and you can see. Okay, let me run. I'm waiting. It is connecting to database, loading image, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, let me wait. I'm going to use the last user that you have created. It was test01, and the password is test01. Okay, I put test01. I put a wrong password. For example, I put this a wrong password. Once I click on OK, connection impossible. So I haven't given a good password and a good username. You see, for example, just patient here, all of these come from the database. I say test01. Okay, okay, the thing seems to be good. I click OK, and then I am connected. I'm connecting. I can see the patient Mulunda Sami test01, test03. I can modify. I can click just here. I say test NGABI, for example. Say NGABI and I say modify. Okay, okay, and that's good. I can now create a new patient and I choose INSS, the name of patient. I call him Kingolo, for example. Taking the address, I'm going to give just a number like this. TT is 243 0001. This is a fake number, and his problem is about kinesitherapy, for example. And I click on OK. The new patient has been added. OK, and I can back to patient. Voila, you can see the Kingola had been added. If you want to delete, I don't know if I put the delete code. Okay, it has been deleted. Okay, okay, and this is the end of our tutorial. I'm sure that you have understand something. If there's any problem, you can write me on my email, chris.ngabi at gmail.com. Thank you for following.